I need to use, where is it at? Here it is. Magnum PI DVD. I'm about to drop it. I know what I'm doing if I get it right. There. I found a shortcut. Jesus helped me find it. Jesus Christ Lord Savior God, all capitals, means the true God. He helped me find a shortcut for the one where it's opposite each other. It's in position but not color line. See, I normally have to do it this way. Once, 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 twice. Back once, back twice. Alright. You see that pattern there? Now watch, this is what I normally would do in the 1980s on up. Once, 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 twice. Once, twice. I think that was part of the ideal solution to the cube that I bought at Toys R Us, the magazine there. But the other parts of it I used the simple solution to the James E. Norris. Although, like he said, you'll find ways to cut yourself in time. Stephen Bundy's, Craig Petty, David Magic Orthodoxy. He's also got a Star Wars channel, and the Christian Magician, Teen Magician, Carnival Act Guy. Trying to name everyone. Dan Trax, David Dillman, David Blaine, David Copper, Franz Harari, Paul Daniels, Franz Harari, Princess Tanko, Charlotte Pendragon, Jonathan Pendragon, Master and Magnificent, Chris Angel, I'm trying to think, Paul Osborne, Illusion Systems, Rand Winbury, Greg Wilson, Mark Wilson, Donny Osmond, the Great Osmondo's Illusion Magician, the Masked Singer, and he's been hanging out with the Valentino Leonard Montana, the Masked Magician. So is Marie Osmond too. And Marie and Donnie were in the Genie magazine, and in the front and inside. Bob Scoville had tons of Genie magazines and Magic magazines, and then he eventually gave them all to me, and it has tons of illusion plans, Abbott's and Paul Osborne and all that. And I don't have them anymore except for one. The information about Copper's Lair Jet vanished. Other than that, I had to leave them in Norfolk and Virginia Beach because the storage couldn't bring all that back, plus my clothes. But it's strange that after a while Cheryl brought back the baseball cards and all that stuff. And I said, well, these are not mine, these are Williams. My nephew Williams. So now Williams got those now. I guess he still has them, I don't know. Anyway, but that Honus Wagner baseball card now, that I have. But I don't know what I did with it now. I got that a long time ago at Walmart store. It's probably not the original. Anyway, here's the shortcut that I came across in the year 2023 with Jesus' help. And with Jesus' help, I was able to find a shorter pattern to get the middles up. Alright. I'll do the pattern to get to the pattern. See, there's that pattern. You do the pattern to get to the pattern. Even Mr. Lowry, the gym teacher, says you got even board games like checkers and chess, they have patterns. Okay, tic-tac-toe has patterns. Mr. Ure, the gym teacher, and my science teacher, Mr. Bryan, made science fun, just like Mr. Wizard. Look up Mr. Wizard on YouTube and Facebook videos. He's still there. He teaches science and illusions with mirrors under the table and stuff like that. Alright. See how that's like that? You know how long it took when I did that, right? Well, watch when I found my shortcut with Jesus' help. I keep this side over here that's solved, and I do this. Just go like that, bring it over one. Then I look to see where it needs to go. Okay, I don't see anything there. Usually I would see, oh, I see. It needs to go over this way. If it needs to go this way, I go that way. But it needs to go this way, so I need to go left. And see, that puts it in solid. And then I look, well, this puts it back here again. Normally it does, let me try this again. I know what I'm doing. It's trying to make me look silly. Alright. Alright, do it one more time, maybe. I usually don't have to do it one more time, but okay. Alright, this goes over here, so it goes left. I would have finished this by now. Anyway, one side's done, and see the one that's solid needs to go down. If you go like this, it'll be, but if I take it over this way, over to the right, and see that it's going to match up, then everything goes in right. So I go right into the solid and come down and around, and it's done. See, I would have had it done. I must have did something wrong, but I found it was only a 3-step to solve it than when I normally do it. That's called sharing. It's not hate speech. It's called sharing knowledge. I don't know about... I share illusion secrets. I share Rubik's secrets. I share the Planet Salvation. And the robots on Facebook and Google call it hate speech. How can sharing comments about how to solve a Rubik's Cube, how to do magic tricks, considered hate speech? I ask you. I mean, the word cool is considered hate speech. John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth him should have everlasting life. John 3:16, Holy King James Bible verse. That's hate speech. Holding a tissue up to blow my nose, that's hate speech. Filming a cloaking helicopter, that's hate speech. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. 2 plus 2 is not 1,000. I mean, someone wants to know how to solve a Rubik's Cube. I give them the information with video and website and my comments added that I saved in a file. And that's considered hate speech? I don't get it. I don't understand how can sharing Rubik's Cube, magic secrets, Planet Salvation, what, that's not hate speech. I mean, I'm lost for words. I mean, is this shirt considered hate speech? It's a bright yellow, it represents the sun. I mean, I don't understand these Facebook robots, artificial intelligent robots. They don't understand human speech. They need to get with the program, no offense. But, I mean, a car going down the street on a motorcycle with a human on it is considered hate speech. Saying hello, have a good day, that's hate speech. To me, that's not hate speech. That's saying hi, how are you doing? Sharing how to solve a Rubik's Cube, or sharing stage illusions to help the magic grow, is not considered hate speech. And the Planet Salvation, to people get saved in Christ, that's not hate speech either. I don't understand the program here. Anyway, let's see. There was something. Now I gotta find a shortcut when all of them are like that. Like instead of just two like that, all one, two, three, four. I mean, I could just get that one done and then see what I can do from here. I'll have to play with it. But I found that if I do that longer pattern, that I get this done, then I come over here and then do it again, it gets it done. But anyway. And this pattern here, well, let me do the Stephen Brundage patterns first. Alright. Okay, that's one mix. That's two mix. And Banshee just burped. Alright. You can do any of those mixes for any of the Stephen Brundage cool patterns. Or, like Stephen Brundage said, you'll find your own mix pattern. And Jesus helped me come across this. And do the Stephen Brundage spin. I can't do it right. And then mix it again. Come over here. I'll do more later. Oh yeah, I forgot this one. I hope I'm doing this right. You know, I think I goofed. I think I goofed. I forgot to do one pattern different than the other. I did it good the other day, but now I did it terrible. On the first try, I did it perfect. Oh well. I'll do it. It'll be half done instead. Okay, let me finish it up. I used to get the corners, and then the middles, then the middles, and the corners, and the bottom middles. But I find that if I get the top corners and the bottom corners, and then I get all the top done, the bottom, the middle, then work the bottom, I seem to get the cube done quicker. And sometimes the pattern just falls into play. I don't have to do the bottom. That's probably why some people get better cubing times, because the whole thing falls into place. And they don't have to do the other part. Before learning how to solve it in books and stuff, in 1980s, because it was a simple solution, outer solution, and mastering it. And the simple solution is the one I learned it from. And once I got the gist of that with Mr. Larity, the gym teacher, he made copies of it and got me how to understand it. And then I was able to get it down to 5 minutes. And then I played around, I was able to, before I read those books, I was able to get the top, and I got one side done all the time I could do it. Then one time, I had a pocket cube, and I don't know what I did, But whole thing got solved. And later on, once I could solve the Rubik's Cube, I was thinking, well, I don't want to go fast. But then I saw ABCs, That's Incredible, where kids and adults were solving the Rubik's Cube real fast. So, huh?
Are you recording some?
Yeah.
When are you going to be through? Because if I turn TV on, it's going to mess up you, isn't it?
No, it won't mess me up.
It won't mess up you? Okay. I'll try to keep it down, but...
Yeah.
Listen to him, McCullough. War is a word. Just go on. And that's what it is. War is a foul, stinking sin. It makes men into butchers and rips and tears them apart more than physical. If Colonel Taylor said the course he said, he wanted you. Colonel Taylor, my superior officer. McCullough, what do you think of Colonel Taylor? Colonel Taylor, my boy, he's a barbarian. Peasant. Educated peasant, but a peasant. His father before him was a peasant, and his father before him, peasants. All of them. But Jace Taylor's a...
Guys, like I told that shrink, guys did way more to me than I did to that geek.
Well, Tinsley, that's what we want to know more about is what guys, when.
My daughter's never been abused, if that's what you're insinuating.
If Tinsley has information that'll be of use to you or the DA, I will insist on quid pro quo.
You saying I'm not a good mother? No, Mom, no one is saying that. Why are you hearing it?
Who do you think took her to all those auditions all this time? Made sure she met the right people, got the right jobs?
I think it would be easier to talk to Tinsley if we were alone.
She's my baby. She needs me right here.
Donna, you know you can trust me?
I'll be right outside, baby. Right outside.
So,
I don't know what you want me to say.
Listen to me, Tinsley. The detectives are suggesting that something happened to you when you were a young teenager. Is that true?
I wasn't raped, okay, if that's what you're saying. I'm no victim. It's part of the business. I did what I had to do.
fair enough. So, what was that?
It's no big deal. And the first time it was at a producer's pool party. Mom said it would be good for my career if I went.
Whose party?
Adam Rubik.
Who's he?
Hello, he's like an A-list movie producer. This was one of his casting parties at his place in East Hampton. I was in the hot tub. I got too drunk, woozy. He took me into his bedroom, toweled me off. Said I had a beautiful body and that if I made him happy, he'd find a role for me in his next movie. So I did. Next time he brought in some more guys. First a waltz, but then they said fair is fair, so I did them too.
How old were you?
13, 14, I don't know. It went on for a couple years.
You're 24 now, right? Not 23?
Mm-hmm.
Tinsley, how often did this happen?